Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Maggie Tai. Thank you for joining us. Sri Lanka Tzu Chi volunteers help to provide a refreshed living environment for care recipients who are unable to clean their own houses. People with poor health or those taking anticoagulants should be aware of some taboos before having a massage. Ethnically impoverished students in Kunmin, China face difficulties to pursue education even with the government subsidies. Today we take you to Sri Lanka, where volunteers visited a few care recipients and gave them a house cleaning for the Lunar New Year. Among them were a 75-year-old solitary senior who suffered from illnesses and a single mother with a paralyzed daughter, making them unable to clean their own houses. Volunteers say that seeing the care recipient living in a more comfortable environment brings them joyful feelings of achievement. Sri Lanka volunteers brought the mops and buckets to the 75-year-old Tzu Chi care recipient, Siti Hulusha's house to help her clean the environment.
I'm happy to help the helpless senior.
Her house is dirty and has spider webs everywhere because it's been years since the last cleaning. Siti is a solitary senior without any children and has difficulty speaking and hearing due to sickness. Volunteers have been providing her living supplies since 2016, and this time they came to her house to clean for her. Pushpa participated as a volunteer for the first time, and she feels happy to help out.
I'm happy to join this activity, and I will do my best to help out.
After the house is clean and refreshed, Grandma Siti is now very happy. Another team of volunteers came to the house of Tzu Chi care recipient Risan. She's sick herself but still needs to take care of her daughter Roshan, who is paralyzed, so she has no energy to clean her living environment. 18-year-old Anisha comes from Tzu Chi Dai village, and she has participated in volunteer activities for 2 years. She feels lucky that she's healthy so that she has chance to serve others. Seeing a dirty and messy house turning into a clean and organized house is the most joyful accomplishment for volunteers. Another care recipient, Dayani in Sri Lanka, is also a single mother facing financial difficulties and mobility problems after she injured her legs last year and lost her job. The Cleaning Help Her House volunteers are also planning to help her seek medical help.
This is where Dayani and her daughter live. There are miscellaneous items on the floor, and people can smell foul odor. More than 10 city volunteers have been mobilized. Their first task is to change Dayani's bed. The bed is not usable with bugs crawling over it. The volunteers decided to give this place a thorough cleanup. Dayani, who injured her leg at work last April, has lost her job. Therefore, she faces financial difficulties. Since she's a single mother, her siblings look down upon her and refuse to offer help. Fortunately, the 5-year-old daughter, who's very mature, helps out around the house. Besides cleaning up the house, the volunteers also help Dayani, who has not taken a bath for more than a month, clean up her body. After the cleanup, she seems more spirited. Upon seeing the house condition after the cleanup, Dayani is deeply touched.
Tzu Chi volunteers are good people. They care about me more than my siblings.
Besides cleaning up her place, the volunteers plan to help Dayani seek medical service for her injured leg. They hope to do their best to bring hope and joy back to the family.
A vegetarian diet is good for your mind and body. We will take you back to the first day of Lunar New Year in Myanmar, where Tzu Chi volunteers hosted a vegetarian feast from breakfast to dinner and have attracted about 10,000 people in one day to encourage people to adapt a healthier diet for a fresh new start. In the Chinatown of Yangon, Myanmar, everywhere is festive and crowded as everyone is excited to celebrate the Lunar New Year. On the street with vibrant decorations, Tzu Chi volunteers' blue and white uniform are especially eye-catching. This is the second year they are participated in the Lunar New Year event hosted by local Chinese, and volunteers provided all-day-long vegetarian meals for the public.
Eating a vegetarian diet is like saving lives. The vegetarian food you cook tastes wonderful, and it's good for elders.
In order to make the public appreciate a vegetarian diet, volunteers deliberately designed the menu. Yu Xianyuan from China-Myanmar Friendship Association praised this act of Tzu Chi volunteers being a vegetarian for years himself.
It's good to eat a vegetarian diet. I used to eat meat, but now I've become a vegetarian for 20 years. Vegetarian diets can help to decrease your desire and worries and improve your health.
Other than promoting vegetarian diet, volunteers also introduced Tzu Chi to local people and invited them to join to be a volunteer.
Tzu Chi came to Myanmar in 2008 and has been doing charity works here for 10 years. Welcome to join us as a volunteer to serve the community. We want to promote Buddhism teachings, so we invite local people to be volunteers, and hopefully the number can accumulate more and more for Tzu Chi to do greater things in Myanmar.
The vegetarian feast hosted by Myanmar volunteers on the first day of Lunar New Year has attracted 10,000 people to participate and learning that vegetarian diets not only are healthy and delicious, but can also reduce carbon emissions and protect our planet Earth. Promote the benefits of vegetarianism is a global trend. In one of the videos made by Tzu Chi's Jinsi Book and Cafe in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, tells the story of a young vegetarianism ambassador, Ma Changhe, who decided to adopt a vegetarian diet when he was a kindergartner, and his mother has been preparing the vegan lunchbox for him daily, as his elementary school does not provide vegetarian meal.
Having great strength to carry the box and preparing to replenish merchandise, he is a young volunteer of Tzu Chi's Jinsi Books and Cafe. Describing the best tasting food in his mind, in fact, Ma Changhe has adopted a vegetarian diet for more than a year, and his favorite food is
Bok choy is my favorite. It's long and square. It's a crunchy vegetable.
When he was a kindergartner, he decided not to eat meat anymore after participating in an activity held by Daai Kindergarten. Ma has become a vegetarian ambassador for his kindergarten, his family, and his elementary school.
To grow taller and stronger, we should not only eat, but we should also exercise and bask in the sun. He persuaded his grandmother with these concepts. The rice in his lunchbox is quite different because it is black rice.
Ma is full of energy, and he always remembers the benefits of vegetables and fruits. As his elementary school does not provide vegetarian lunch, Ma and his family usually prepare their own lunch boxes. In addition to serving as a young volunteer, Ma also helps promote healthy vegetarian foods. He reminds children that to grow taller and stronger, as well as to obtain wisdom, besides relying on parents' care, it is also important to work with their own efforts.
Having a massage is one of the most enjoyable ways to deal with the stress because it can help clear up exhaustion and provide emotional relief as well as indirectly enhance the quality of sleep. But special precautions also need to be made as not everyone can benefit from massage, such as those who are weak or those taking anticoagulants.
Pains here and there, as well as a desire to relax, leads many people to seek out a massage. They hope that this can provide both physical and spiritual relief by relieving pressure.
I get a massage sometimes when I have a headache or when I do not sleep well or have tightness in my neck.
I do this when I want to relax or I feel tired.
力道够吗？可以。你今天背有比较紧哦。前几天就背酸。
Mr. He, 65, has a massage every week for the past 20 years to care for his body.
I get a massage every week for 2 hours because of the pressure I face at work or some of the fatigue I feel after exercise. After the massage, I feel quite relaxed.
Massage has actually become part of his life.
Now I feel more relaxed and it is easier for me to sleep.
Massage can also help stabilize emotions, as experienced massage masters can personalize their treatment of each patient.
Our fingers can feel which areas are tense and which are relaxed and flexible. If muscles don't have any flexibility, this can reflect a very tired state.
Moderate massage is good for health, but a lot of precautions must be heeded, such as pregnant women should exercise special caution.
不建议做一个就是坊间就是过度的。
We don't recommend women to undertake excessive massage or too much stimulation. Pregnancy is another burden which can lead to new pains, as they should avoid a few points, especially the inside of the cuff and the 3-inch channel on the foot to prevent fatal movement or miscarriage.
In addition, patients taking anticoagulants or have abnormal blood coagulation and those who are particularly weak or those suffering from cancerous tumors are not suitable for massage. Chinese doctors remind those who like massage to avoid the neck on both sides.
Avoid these two muscles on the neck. If we massage them, then the supply of blood to the brain could be overstimulated, impacting the blood vessels.
Pressing on both sides of the neck may lead to serious carotid artery dissection, cerebral vascular obstruction, and even stroke. Therefore, Chinese medicine practitioners suggest that for those with neck ache, use heat and do 30 to 50 shoulder exercises each day. Do you like massage? Keep in mind these precautions to keep you in the best health.
Through our journey into the mountainous area in China, Yunnan, which is a province with the largest number of ethnic minorities, Kunmin's Luquan County is the home to Miao minority, where many children drop out of school to work or get married early. Currently, the government is providing subsidies to help impoverished students to pursue education, but don't seem to have helped them much. Let's see what's going on.
Playing traditional instruments, the young men and women are singing folk songs. With the traditional buildings, the place has presented the settlement of the indigenous people. This is Yunnan Folk Village, which has incorporated the cultures of 25 minority groups of Kunmin. I'm wearing the traditional clothes of the Miao minority. However, in real life, most of these ethnic minorities live in the mountainous regions and face different difficulties. Twelve-year-old Yang Yan shoulders heavy burdens despite her small stature.
Usually, when I return home after school, I need to cook, sweep, and mop the floor, and feed the livestock because my mother is still at work.
The entire family's income comes from the field. Several years ago, Yang Yan's father fell from the second floor while building a house and has been paralyzed from the waist down. The family now relies on the mother, who does all jobs.
I carry and mix lime and sand at the construction sites all day. After my hands began to feel painful, I could no longer do this job. I could not even lift hands when washing my face. It was very tiring. I simply want to support the family and allow my child to go to school.
Since Yang Yan's elder brother is studying away from home, Yang Yan accompanies and helps her father in the evenings. She uses her time really well and maintains an outstanding academic performance because being a teacher is her dream.
Only with knowledge can I change my fate. When I'm in high school, I can do some work in Luquan and afford the book fees.
Being poor, they face difficulties in pursuing an education. Some of them drop out of school to work. Even for those who go into college, they face the pressure of paying tuition.
In the remote mountainous regions of Yunnan, 61.7% of children drop out of school because they cannot understand Mandarin. Their families do not value education, therefore the boys are asked to help out in the fields while the girls get married early. Even though during the 9-year mandatory education the tuition is free, for impoverished families whose annual incomes are less than 3,000 renminbi, living expenses is a heavy burden.
They do not consider education. They think if they have several daughters, it is a loss. They do not have the concept of changing their fates with education. The parents need to have the concept that education can change one's fate. Look at my family with 3 children in school. It is impossible for them to stop earning money.
Hu Pei, who goes to Southwest University of Political Science and Law, is participating in Tzu Chi's winter aid distribution. She has been able to attend graduate school, and she cannot bear to see other children without the chance to go to school.
When I go care for those in need, I keep telling them to go to school. Many of my classmates have applied for the government subsidies. It covers their tuition and living expenses. For instance, graduate students' living expenses are subsidized. If your academic performance is outstanding, you can get the 20,000 renminbi scholarship.
Currently, the government is trying to help more people return to school in order to achieve the goal of lifting people out of poverty by 2020.
Teachers in Malaysia from a refugee school in Selayang visited a refugee education center co-run by UNHCT and Tzu Chi Foundation. They hope to gain some experiences from the center and apply it in their teachings. Let's join them then there.
Teachers from a refugee school in Selayang visit a refugee education center co-run by the UNHCR and Tzu Chi and listen to a report from a member of Tzu Chi's Teachers Association.
We let the teachers come here to learn how to manage students and how to run the school and what the standards should be. We also do our best to let them share experiences so that teachers can open their minds.
In the past, the kids would skip classes, but now we treat it seriously because we have rules. If they skip classes 3 times, we'll contact their parents.
Teachers have many challenges on the front line, and they must know how to handle problems.
When a school has this problem, like the kids not coming to school, even when the teachers tell them to, it's a bit hard to deal with this problem. Other problems are not serious.
When I go in school, every time I'm thinking for my student, how I can do. If I'm doing like this, their future is beautiful or not. I'm thinking like this one only.
It's quite important to have the children coming to school. We can't let them skip it.
Tzu Chi Teachers Association shares their experiences in teaching and management and also listen to the needs of the visiting teachers. Perhaps they will hold a cooperation plan for these refugee children's education.
In Chaotai Recycling Station in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, 90-year-old Tzu Chi volunteer Jiang He has kept her mind sharp as she can memorize serial numbers and precisely tell aluminum from iron with her eyes when sorting garbages. Now she goes to the recycling station almost every day, and she is thankful to Master Zheng Yan for giving her work to do.
She doesn't need to memorize the numbers as she can naturally tell what the serial number is. She's awesome because she can keep everything in mind. I can't compete with her.
For elderly people, it's best if they remain active. When she feels that she's needed, she'll volunteer with joy. We also feel happy about this.
心呢。我拢爱靠磁，我爱用这 keep 直接来看卖下，你拢唔免你用目睭看知啊。
Many people who came here to learn gave up the work after trying it for 1 or 2 days. The classification here is very complicated because we have aluminum and copper and other sorts of metals. We should be patient so that we can sort recyclables.
She never gives into the recycling work. I never heard that she said she was unable to get things done.
Also a senior volunteer in another part of Taiwan, 96-year-old Chen Ling Shuijing has been volunteering at Tzu Chi's Zhushan recycling station for nearly 20 years, and she goes to the station 3 days a week.
If I do not do recycling, I don't know where I should go and I may feel uneasy. As long as I have work to do, I will do it so that I won't feel bored.
Tzu Chi's recycling work is a priority for her now. She volunteers at the recycling station 3 days a week.
Before I started to do recycling, I often could not fall asleep. After doing recycling, I can always sleep well.
She has a mission in life. After doing recycling, she seldom has trouble falling asleep. She has slowly quit taking sleeping pills. People who are in their 90s, their bodies may begin to deteriorate, but not her body. She has become healthier and smarter after doing recycling.
We usually feel tired at noon. When we are going to call it a day, she always says, hold on, let's do some more. For elderly people like her, she should stay at home enjoying life with grandchildren. But she chose to come here and help out. She said, I'm a bodhisattva. The bodhisattva's hand should be like this. She works mindfully, hoping to give a wonderful performance. She is thankful to Master Zheng Yan for giving her the chance to do recycling. She no longer needs to take medicine. She feels grateful from the bottom of her heart.
Okay. Tzu Chi volunteers in Toronto, Canada help homeless people survive cold winter by providing aid, hot meals, and medical services at local church. We will leave you with these images and thank you for joining us.